Hello, my name is PaNhia, and welcome to my IQT presentation on quality audits for project management 613, project integration and quality management. Today we will learn about quality audits, how to use the tool, advantages and disadvantages, quality audits in academic literature, quality audit example, team case study example, and final thoughts. What is quality audits? According to the Project Management Institute, a quality audit is a structured independent process to determine if project activities comply with organizational and project policies, process, and procedures. Rules also state that quality audits are structured to review of the quality system. They may be scheduled or random and conducted by internal or external elements. The Project Management Institute also states that quality audit is usually conducted by a team external to the project, usually an organization's internal audit department, PMO, or by an auditor external to the organization. They also state quality audits can confirm the implementation of approved change requests, including updates, corrective actions, defect repairs, and preventative actions. Quality audit objectives may include, but are not limited to, identifying all goods and best practices being implemented, identifying all nonconformity gaps and shortcomings, sharing good practices introduced or implemented in similar projects to the organization, proactively offering assistance in a positive manner to improve implementation of process to help raise team productivity, and highlighting contribution of each audit and the lessons learned repository of the organization. How to use quality audits. The first step is to define the problem or the purpose of the audit. Step 2 is to identify the root cause or scope of the audit. Step 3 is to generate a possible solution and determine the audit team resource. Step 4 is to choose the best solution and identify the performance standards to be used. Step 5 is to implement the solution and develop a technical understanding of the process that will be audited. And step 6 is to verify the solution effectiveness, contact parties involved, perform any evaluation to ensure that it meets requirements, and develop a written checklist of the data that's needed. Advantages and disadvantages of quality audits. So, some of the advantages are structured and planned. It's completely independent. It involves vigorous process and present documented conclusion. The disadvantages of quality audit is that there are sometimes pre-qualification or pre-selection that needs to be completed before an audit can be done. A third party may get involved, and sometimes that includes having a certification. Internal audits from parent company or joint venture may be involved, which can delay time. Project manager may audit the request by client. Work audits involve off-site or on-site or a tour walk. And lastly, unplanned audits. Some of the commonality of both are quality will uncover both goods and shortcomings of a project, the goods and best practices being implemented in the organization or project, the nonconformities, shortcoming, and gaps in the project, the good practices found within the organization and project, and recommendation to improve and implement different process to raise the productivity of the team. Quality audit in academic literature. So I read an article called Financial Statement Fraud Insights from the Academic Literature by Hogan, Razia, Riley, and Valerie. They found that Public Company Accounting Oversight Board, the PCAOB, had financial statement fraud using quality audits. They review financial statements and categorize different accounts in high risk areas versus non risk. They review the quality of audits and clients' reporting based on the firm size, level of auditor, and experience of the auditor, and found that there were some financial issues. They recommend creating a checklist for audit fraud detection and creating a high fraud risk assessment and adjustment plan. Quality audit example. The quality example that I've decided to use is from last week's activity, creating an operational discussion. In this activity, I created questions to help my 10-year-old load and unload laundry. There are a total of 33 questions, and for every question that he answered, he earned a point. Anything in the yes column was a positive point, and anything that was in the no column was a negative point. In the first trial, he earned 8 negative points and 25 positive points. I noticed that he did not understand some of the questions that were being asked. For example, question 8 states, "Did you jam pack the washer?" He did not understand what it meant by jam pack the washer, and he did not take out clothes. He also did not understand what it meant to leave some room in the washer for the clothes as well. With this knowledge, I realized that I needed to make a change. So we did a second load of laundry, white clothes, and I changed the question. Instead of asking what was before, I asked the question in a different way and created a marked line in the washer. He understood the task and was able to get more yeses than no. He did receive no for two of the tasks simply because he stated that he was being lazy and did not want to shake the clothes to release the wrinkle. In this second trial, he earned 31 positive points and 2 negative points. This is a graph of his task. The orange is trial 1 and green is trial 2. It shows that in the first trial he had more no's, and then in the second trial he had less no. This shows that quality audit can change processes and can be used in different methods or ways to complete a task. Team case study, Acme Strategy 2. So, in the team case study, the strategy 2 is to reduce employee turnover rate by 2% by developing employee and supporting their learning, hiring from within the organization whenever possible, becoming known as the area's best employer, and engaging employees' families in Acme events. In this team case study, quality audit can be used to improve processes. Leaders can create a questionnaire or survey for employees to take and reward employees for completing the survey. They can review the survey's answer and create a process improvement based on the answers that's on the survey. Depending on the answers, they can create a qualitative method to measure the survey and create a checklist to measure those quality in order to meet their goal of reducing turnover rates by 2%. Final thoughts. Quality audits can be used for a variety of reasons. It can be fit to use to meet safety standards. It can be used for corrective action. It can be used for process improvement, and it can be used for quality plan or quality of work. Oftentimes, it's also used for implementation to make changes immediately.